Hello everyone, and welcome to my blog, Such is Wisdom. My name is Nomti. We are continuing on our series of homeschooling, and in this particular episode, I'm going to be sharing some of the steps that we took in determining whether we wanted to homeschool our children or not. We did this by determining a family philosophy and determining what our pros and our cons were for homeschooling. I hope this helps. So let's start off with the philosophy. As a family, one of the best advices that we got at the beginning of our journey was to determine our family philosophy as to why we were homeschooling our children. And as a Christian family, this became very important because this was the basis of our reason for homeschooling. To give you some examples, I'll start with a list of pros and cons. Some of the cons on our list were things like, the ideology and the things that are happening at schools. We, as a family, disagreed fundamentally with some of the ideologies that were currently happening in schools. For example, sex education. We felt like sex education was being introduced to children way too soon and way too graphically. This, for us, went onto our cons list. Another thing is that we are a traveling family and we love traveling, and the rigid nature of school was a concern for us because sometimes we just felt like, we wanted to go somewhere or there was an opportunity. So we wanted more of a flexible lifestyle. So this went onto our cons list. Another big thing on our list was something that we did not consider when we started taking our children to school. And this was the influence that other children would then have on our children. Again, being a Christian family, this was fundamental to us because we wanted to instill biblical principles into our children and have them stand firm before they got the outside influences. Another thing on our cons list was being the primary homeschooling parent. I needed to determine how much time I had to give to our children in terms of homeschooling. So a couple of things had to take a step back in order for our children's homeschooling needs to step forward. But on the pros list, some of the things that went on there was the amount of control that we would take back as parents. We would then determine the what, the how, and the when things were to be taught to our children because we had total control over that. Another thing on our pros list was the finances. The amount of money that we saved per month through homeschooling for us it wasn't even the reason why we started doing it, but it became a big pro because we saved tens of thousands of rands per month homeschooling our children. Another thing that was originally on our cons list, but actually is now on our pros list, is the socialization. I know, right? This came completely unexpected for me as well. Reason being, originally we had put socialization as a con because we felt like, taking our children out of school and out of, a friend's environment would be to their detriment. But we found out that as siblings, I can't stop my kids. I'm looking for the pull to stop my kids from socialization. And also they have more friends and they have spent more time with their friends now because in the afternoon we can do extended play dates and they can play for days with their friends. So I hope some of the points that I mentioned help you determine your family's pros and cons and philosophy. God bless and stay safe.